Shane broke so well in the first match. Probably not as good a quality in that break as it was the first match. The result is every bit as good, though. I was going to say the quality, the control of the cue ball slightly off compared to the first match where he was right down the middle every time, but he is driving some power through that pack with ease. And once again, this is... I've talked about how rare it is to make 3 of one set and go that set. It's going to be the 3rd time that's happened in as many matches. That's not come out particularly well, though. First mistake of the night then for Shane Thompson. Question whether he needed to do that on his first shot. He probably felt that it couldn't come out badly for him, but it did. Yellow above the right centre pocket. Tricky. They're all tricky, actually, but that's the one that just wondering whether he's going to try and get behind it. He's a little bit further up the table than it looks. Can't get behind it now. Could play the double.
Talked about already tonight about how fine the margins have been, and already in the first frame here, potentially a really decisive moment for both players.
Yeah, a huge moment potentially, but it's up to Declan now to make it a huge moment. And I think he'll be slightly annoyed he came up too far on the table on that previous shot. Oh, and he's in trouble. He might have the double. That's it. Big mistake from both.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Some early nerves.
Can you get the double to the corner? Can you bring it back enough? Make double to the centre. Double to the centre. Oh, that's so good.
He's still got work. He's still got a hell of a shot to play now.
It's assuming he can get to the potting angle of the yellow next to the red. You make that, you'd hold on the red and leave another double.
If he doesn't, he's got to pull out a real shot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it does.
No, so if he doesn't, then you have to go for the one on the cushion and slide across the table. This is high tariff.
Oh, it's going to hang. It thought about it. It's thought about it. It's as close as you can get to making it, but it stays up for Declan Brennan.
Defying gravity there. Just shows you, though, that whole visit, he's gone one turn too far up the table. So he's above straight on the one into the right centre. If he's below straight, you expect him to get out because he's going to connect the dots there. That wasn't the way he wanted to go, and he sent him down a bad path. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
Well, both players played all but flawless in their first matches, and that's 3 mistakes already in the opening frame here.
Shane has to find a very, very good shot now. That was tough. That was really tough. He has had a ever so slight second prize in that the red has covered the 8-ball to what you'd consider its natural pocket.
I don't think there's going to be any issues for Declan to get on the 8-ball into the centre, though. I know
it shouldn't be.
I know it's very low. He was always going to leave himself that nice high angle on this yellow where he's just drifting into the perfect area of the table. He will have a shot of the 8 ball into the centre. It's just how good is it? Because it's not as easy as it looks on screen. Yeah, it's a turn short, but he's just got far enough to make this comfortable. Turn less and he was in trouble.
Yeah, everything's in his eye line here. This actually now isn't too bad. And it goes. Had the potential to be awkward, that, but a big first frame. Both players getting multiple chances. You won't see many of those frames between these two.
Penny for Ryan Pisani's thoughts, who watched Shane take out 4 chances in the match that he played against Shane. And I would suggest that the second one that he took out was far tougher than both the chances he's messed up in this frame.
Well, you can't time 0 famously, but Shane Thompson's mistakes tonight have been 0 in match 1, 2 in frame 1 of match 2.
Leading 1 frame 2.
Ryan Pisani at least has a consolation in the fact that he's still in the night by virtue of that win against 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
And he'd also, it's going to be a dry break, so Shane's going to get the first chance here. Ryan would also rather see Declan win this match than Shane, because it keeps him in his own control, albeit requiring a 6-red shootout. If Shane was to win it, then Ryan needs some help from Cole. The way for Ryan to go through without needing a 6-red would be for this to be a draw, but then he would need help from Cole and have to beat Declan himself. And you'd rather have it under your own power. Couple of walls of yellows here. Which way around does he want to go? 2 at the top, then the 2 at the bottom, but yellow's in between both the connections. I think that's a nice choice because he's tracking the line now, coming down the table. Problem for me, so he gets on the red on the left-hand side here. The easiest way to get on the other red is just to come low, but then does low allow the 8 ball passes to bottom left? You just saw a glimpse of that, so that's fine. He's actually got enough angle if he wanted to come above. You probably could just about, but I think he'll roll low now. Maybe not.
Obviously feels like he's straight enough that he can kill this cue ball. Really get into it and nip it. Bump on the 8. Could go wrong.
Yeah, looks like
just
it has.
needed to be slightly, either full ball or hit it ever so slightly on the south side. He's contacted it ever so slightly on the north.
The problem was he had to get very close to the yellow, and if he flicks the yellow, he's on nothing as well, so...
Oh, how's your recovery mind? Oh, it just falls in.
My word.
Yep. We had one in the last frame where you couldn't get any closer to potting. You couldn't get any closer to missing there from Shane. But it just drops in. It was an excellent shot. And I don't know about you, but you always feel so secure that that 8 ball's going to go after the red barely falls the shot before. We're 1-1. And plenty of drama already between these two. Quite a bit of action on this. Bit of swaz for the safe cracker.
Break 3. Shane Thompson's break. 1 frame.
minutes to go. Halfway point, booming break. Oh, now it's changed. Turn to be dry. He creamed that as well.
Great layout. Disaster for the safecracker, no doubt. He'll sit down believing he's about to go 2-1 down with this layout. Going to be reds. If he was on a yellow down the table, may take yellows because the yellow on the right hand side connects to the yellow at the top, but he isn't. It will be reds, and they're an absolute fine layout for him. That's a poor angle. Love to have been another, well, 2 or 3 rolls past the straight, or a couple of rolls short of the straight. Declan, a player that normally likes to use the cushions, gives him more control to access more of the table.
Yeah, he's quite sort of unique in that regards. Certainly maybe less fancied that sort of method, but he's very much a cushions first thinker. And I wonder if, you mentioned at the start of the show that he definitely is a converted snooker player to this game. I wonder if that sort of upbringing, if you like, sort of maybe makes him think about the shots that he plays maybe slightly differently to your organic pool player.
Possibly. I just know that having spent time with him and discussing patterns and the way he sees the game, it just allows him to control the cue ball, to get it wherever he wants. This time it's just going to pull up. It's nice. Yeah, the players out there that kind of try and see straight line patterns, if they get themselves into, where it's kind of drop-ins and straight lines, 3, 4, 5 out, they know they're out, whereas Declan does the same thing but tries to use it where he leaves angles more often than not. Good visit this, good recovery. The first 2 or 3 shots, I don't think he got the cue ball where he wanted to, and probably rerouted 2 or 3 times in the first couple of shots. Still good enough to get out.
Yeah, very, very good from Declan Brennan, who leads again.
Leads, but with the break as well. That's the key for him right now. He's hit the break well tonight, had a dry one in the first match and a dry one to start off this match, but he's hitting it well, as he often does.
Yeah, those 2 breaks have both been dry. 1 per player. Oh, that one didn't come apart.
You saw the cue ball was bouncing a lot when it got down the table.
Wouldn't you know, he's made a ball off that.
Yeah, watch the cue ball here. Does it hop on the pack? Yeah, just catches the pack on a hop. It's really not that bad. It really isn't. You take this before you, I know it looks congested, but you take this layout. Eight ball probably needs a little nudge. Okay, maybe goes into right center of you, perfect on it, or top left. But if he's got just the turn of angle into left center now, where he could graze the red, it would be perfect to do that. But I think he's too straight. The way did have enough angle to do that. He might be playing this to leave the 8-ball where it is then. Oh, there you go. Perfect angle to see it. 8-ball goes, plenty of room right centre. Therefore, bottom left becomes the good ball to get onto it. So you can leave bottom right, bottom left as your last two. You'd be very happy.
Another leave where he's worked it out really well. You'd take this. He's probably got ever so slightly more angle than he would have loved, but he's okay here. Easy enough. It's a 3-1 and to climb the hill to take real control of this group. Rolls the 8-ball. 3-1, 3.5 to play. Not all done yet for Shane. A draw isn't a bad result for him at all. Declan Brennan still has to play a very motivated Ryan Pisani. So whatever result Declan gets, it's not all over for Shane. But especially if Shane can salvage a draw. And there's plenty of time for that. It's just about opportunity.
It is. That means he needs to find a break clearance here. He's going to move to the... He's been hitting the front ball break brilliantly, but this is partly about the fact he just broke dry and partly about the fact he wants to see that 8-ball flying around the table.
Gets a ball. That's all he wants.
Does the red pass to top left? No, so he's going to stretch and go top right. I think red right centre is okay. It's a little bit like Declan's. It's congested, but it's doable.
Shane's really flying here by his sort of natural pace, and I'd put it to you that he doesn't really need to. Just needs to bear that in mind here. We see players who are really comfortable on the clock. They're often very good at taking a little bit of time to get their hard work done and then leaving the quick stuff at the back end when it's business. Well, when the business is closed, essentially. James feels a little rushed here.
I just think he wants to. He knows it's Declan's break next if he gets out here, and he just wants to have enough time to make Declan think about it. The difference between 2 minutes 15 and say, what would it be? Under 2 minutes is quite big. Oh, that knuckle will play well for him.
Oh, yeah.
He may well have still landed on the 8-ball nicely, but it's come out nice.
Yeah, almost overdid the position on that one. Red just about went in, wiped its feet off the near jaw. Close to overcutting it. It's a bit of a grimace. There's still, for my money, plenty of time. All Shane wants, really, is a dry break. Goodness me, would he love that.
Certainly asking a big question of Declan, isn't he? By taking that out and taking it out at pace. 157. Yeah, dry break gives him plenty of time.
Frame 6, that Brennan's break. Leading 3 frames to 2.
Declan threw everything at that. Threw absolutely everything at it. Got a ball, got a red. Has he got a finish?
He does have a finish. He's going to have to take an awkward red down the table. Don't think he's that hampered on it. Or does the red he's nearest to pass the other one to top right? Again, this is a slightly delicate shot, especially if it's not the full pocket. The only hope for Shane is this shot here.
1 minute and 14 and ticking. Beeps sounding on every single Declan Brennan shot. That is by design.
I think I'd like the cue ball to have stopped an extra roll short of where it has to make it easy to connect these two at the bottom up. Now he's got to force it. In the end, he decided not to try and force it to get onto that red. He's not worried about the clearance, he's just running the clock.
Two reds away, really.
Yeah, he's too thin on the red to bottom right, which is why I said it. So we'll really dig this. And that will do him. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go.
Yeah, play the shot and show him our 10 seconds. This match is over. Declan Brennan has done enough. And the defending champion is very much still alive here. The Destroyer wins through his first 2 matches. He still has work to do. Shane Thompson won't be going very far. He's got Cole Bedford next, but Declan Brennan is edging closer to a second straight finals night in the Champions League.